Hi. Um, I wanted to share a potential perspective on the topic that I see a lot of people sort of brush on the internet. I've seen an amalgamation of this type of comment over the years on various platforms, and the comment is: dissociative identity disorder, or DID, is supposedly super rare. And if it's so rare, then why are there so many people who are sharing their experiences with having it on the internet? Especially if these people do not have a formal diagnosis. And I think that that's a really good question. And of course, my perspective is only one perspective, and a lot of it is based on theory and intuition. So please take what I say with a grain of salt. But for me specifically, I have been medically recognized as having dissociative identity disorder by multiple different mental health professionals across my life, despite not having or ever being given a diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder. And the reason in my case that I don't have a DID diagnosis is because I was told by the mental health professionals that I saw in the past that if a person has dissociative identity disorder on their medical records, on their chart, that they believed that they would be treated a lot worse by medical staff. And so that's why I don't have a formal diagnosis. I also know at least a couple friends of mine who have DID as well, who were also not given a formal diagnosis by the mental health professionals that they saw because of the stigma, and because these professionals believed that if they were to have that diagnosis, that it would limit the quality of medical care that they might receive, or they may be written off or not taken seriously. Obviously, this is just my case, and as well as a few of my friends. So I can't speak for everyone, but I do wonder if this is actually more of a common phenomenon than a lot of people realize, that there might be a lot of people on the internet who have DID but don't have a diagnosis because the professionals they saw prefer not to give that diagnosis for their safety. And so, yeah. So that is one perspective that I hold, is that one of the reasons why a lot of people may not have that formal diagnosis is, because of that, which would make sense as to why we see so many people with DID sharing their experiences online. So that is just some food for thought there, and I hope that you're having a lovely day and that you can find a reason to smile.